Most homeschool moms take the summer off. I actually do some of our most focused school in the summer. After 26 years and 8 children, I can tell you, that one decision changed everything about how relaxed our whole year feels. Not a little, everything. And if you are the mama who hits October already exhausted, who started September with the best intentions and somehow still feels behind, I want you to stay with me right here, because what I'm going to share with you today changed my entire experience of homeschooling, and I think it might change yours. Hi there, I'm Adrienne Brown, your homeschool mom of 8, and welcome back to my channel. Before I get into all of this, let me just tell you where I'm coming from. I have been homeschooling for 27 plus years, 8 children, and I have homeschooled through babies and toddlers, through illnesses, through grief, through moves, through seasons that were beautiful, and through seasons that were genuinely hard. And here is what I want you to know. My oldest children are grown and gone. I can look back now on the full arc of what we built together and tell you what actually worked and what I wish I had done or known from the very beginning. That matters. I am not at year 2 figuring this out alongside you. I have graduated children through this. And the year-round schedule, the thing we are talking about today, was part of the foundation from very early on. By the end of this video, you are going to know exactly how to structure a year-round homeschool schedule that bends around your life. Not the school board's calendar, not what your neighbor thinks school should look like, your life. Oh, hey there, let's go outside. The first year I homeschooled, I did exactly what felt natural because it was all I had ever known. I followed the public school calendar, September to June, and had summer off. I thought that was just how school worked. And I hit October already done. I had little ones at home, I had a house that needed running, and I had this low level of anxiety following me around that I was already behind and the year had barely started. Oh, can you relate to that? What I didn't understand at the time was this. I was trying to compress everything into 9 months and then stop completely. And that stop and start rhythm was working against me and against my children, against the home I was trying to run alongside all of that. Here's something that helped me see it differently. We live in the country, as you can see, and life out here doesn't take a 2-month break. The garden doesn't stop, the animals don't stop, the land keeps moving through its seasons. And when I finally let our homeschool match the rhythm we were already living, this is when something shifted. I discovered year-round homeschooling, almost by accident, honestly. We moved to the country, from the city to the country, and a friend, another homeschooling mama, she mentioned that she just kept going lightly through the summer. And I thought, wait, I can do that? Nobody's going to come in to check me. I can just organize this the way my family actually lives. That was over 27 years ago. And I have never gone back. Never. I want to be clear about one thing before I walk you through our actual schedule. Year-round homeschooling is not more school. I need you to hear that. It is the same amount of school. Sometimes it's even less, spread out in a way that takes pressure completely off. Instead of one long summer break, we take more frequent, shorter breaks throughout the entire year. For our family, that has been an entirely different experience. Let me just show you what a real year actually looks like for us. I'm going to walk you through our year, season by season. And as I do, I want you to notice one thing. There is breathing room built into every single stretch. This is intentional. That's not laziness. That is wisdom I did not have in year 1. We start our gradual reviews in July. And I mean gradual. I also incorporate my grandkids who are kindergarten and going into the second grade because they are usually with us over the summer. This is not full school. This is light, maybe 2 hours in the morning, using what they hadn't finished the previous year. And then the day is theirs. I bring my grands in first, reading, handwriting, some math reviews, just enough to keep the gears turning so that September does not feel like starting the car after it has been sitting in the cold all winter. The older children come in and they're doing their leftover language arts, math, and whatever they didn't finish that year, because it is the easiest way to ease back into their school. Now, here is something I want you to notice about country summers. It is hot, and that heat is actually my assistant. When it is 95 degrees outside and there is nowhere anybody wants to be, we are at the table with the fan going and we are doing schoolwork, or not just the fan, but our air conditioner, 2 to 3 hours. And then the afternoon is entirely free, unless my older ones have things they want to finish on their own. That trade feels completely reasonable for my children, and honestly, to me. This is our full academic rhythm. Math comes back in, and I will say math is the subject where gaps compound the fastest. You cannot leave math for 2 months without paying for it later. Year round means my children never get that rusty in the first place. History and science, we alternate those. I rarely do them on the same day unless my older ones choose to do so, but I give them the option to alternate. And I have tried doing both, but what I found is that the information just muddies together in their minds. So I usually rotate them. History on Monday and Wednesday, and science on Tuesdays and Thursday, or vice versa. It stays distinct. It stays alive. We also do what I call adventure walks. Every day we take what we are learning outside. Sometimes I have them coming back in and notebooking about what they find, and even sketching like leaves or making little nature boards for my older ones, writing about it in their own words. If you have never tried nature notebooking with your children, I will leave some ideas for you in the descriptions below. It is one of the most quietly beautiful things we do in our entire homeschool. December does not stop, but it shifts completely. I call this Christmas school. We bake, we serve, we make things with our hands, we read out loud, good books, poetry, hymns, and music. Music never stops in our home. Not in December, not in July, not in any season. Music is the one thing that lives year round without question. And I believe that consistency, that unbroken thread running through every season, creates a different kind of learner, a different kind of person. Academics lighten in December. The spirit of what we are doing deepens, and my children do not feel the whiplash of everything stopping and then having to restart in January from scratch. This is my favorite stretch. Post-holiday, everyone is settled. The excitement of Christmas is behind us. The weather keeps us indoors. There is nowhere to rush off to, and we can focus deeply. This is when I tackle the harder things, new math concepts that require real consecutive attention, writing projects, deep reading, the subjects that need uninterrupted weeks, not scattered days. January through March is where I consistently see the most growth in my children. Every year, the quiet of winter is genuinely an academic gift if you lean into it. This is our exhale. We wrap projects, we finish what we started, reading challenges, field days, more time outside as everything comes back to life. And here is what I want you to feel in this. By June, we are not panicking. We are not scrambling to finish before an imaginary deadline. We are not exhausted and spent because we never got behind in the first place. And sometimes we do not finish in June, and we just bring that right on into the summer. Now, here is the part nobody talks about. What happens when real life falls apart in the middle of the year? The most important thing about year-round homeschooling is not actually the schedule. It is what the schedule allows you to do when life interrupts. And if you have been homeschooling for more than 1 year, you know life can interrupt. Believe me, I have had babies in the middle of the school year 6 times. I have had illness that knocked me flat for weeks. I have had seasons of grief. I have had emergencies that pulled my full attention away from anything resembling a lesson plan. And because we were year-round, not one of those seasons meant we were behind. Not one. We paused, we rested, we took care of what actually needed to be taken care of. And then we came back without panic, without guilt, without the feeling that we had ruined something. Let me give you a specific year. I had a baby who wasn't sleeping. I had children spread across several different ages and stages, and we hit a stretch in the spring where I truly did not have the capacity to run a full school day. So we didn't. What I did, we read aloud every single day. That never stopped. We kept math because the gaps there compound quickly. And I have learned that the hard way. And everything else, history, science, projects, we just set aside for about 6 weeks because we were year round. Those 6 weeks were simply absorbed. We had no hard June deadlines bearing down on us. We extended lightly into the summer, covered what we had missed, and kept going. No tears, no guilt, no frantic catching up. And those children grew up just fine. That is what a flexible schedule gives you. The grace to be a mother first and a teacher second, in the seasons that demand it. I believe that is not a flaw in this system. That is the whole point. Let me answer the 3 concerns I hear most often because I want you to actually be able to do this. Objection 1, won't my kids miss out on the summer? My honest answer, my children have plenty of summer. We are doing 2 to 3 hours of light work in the morning, and the rest of the day is entirely theirs. Swimming, playing, having friends over, just all of it. The difference is they have been doing a little all summer long. So when September comes, they are not rusty and resentful. They are ready. That is a gift I give them by keeping the rhythm. And you can do it too. Objection number 2. What do I do when my family doesn't understand? I have had 26 years of this. Well, really 27 years of this conversation at family gatherings and holidays. Here's what I have learned. You do not have to defend it. You can simply say, our school runs a little differently than the public school calendar. Most people stop there. And the ones who don't, eventually they see your children and they stop asking. Objection number 3. How do I track progress without a traditional year end? I track by goal completion, not by date. Every subject has a goal for the year. A certain number of chapters, a certain numbers of books, a certain set of skills. When the goal is met, we move forward. If it is June and we're not finished, we keep going. If it is March and we finish early, we celebrate and start the next level. 34 spelling lists and 30 words on each. This is a year of spelling in our home. I do not care what month we finish it. I care that we finish it. The calendar does not run my school. The work does. That mama who hits October in her first year already exhausted, who thought she was failing at something she had chosen, she would have done this from day one. If someone had just sat down with her and told her it was an option. Consider that conversation. Year-round homeschooling is not more school. It is school that finally bends around your life, around your home, your seasons, your family, and the real and beautiful and sometimes hard shape of life God gave you instead of the other way around. After 27 years and my 8 children, it is the single scheduling decision I would make again without hesitation. Now, before you go, I want to ask you to do a couple of things. First, if this was helpful to you, hit the like button. It genuinely helps the algorithm push this video to another homeschool mama who is sitting in that October wall right now and needs to know there is another way. Help a sister out and leave me a comment. Are you already year-round? Are you thinking about making the switch? I want to know where you are in your journey. I read every single one. If you are new here, welcome. I am so glad you found this channel. I am Adrienne Brown. I share what real homeschooling actually looks like across 27 years, 8 kids, and every season that comes with it. The beautiful part and the honestly hard parts. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Happy homeschooling. Bye.